Hey everybody, it's Professor Snart here again. Probably one of the last, if not the last, check-in that I'll do here. Obviously it's just me, we're not looking at our course, so it kind of made sense at this point as we really get towards the end of the semester and things are wrapping up and we're just kind of doing the very last pieces of our class that we don't really need to look at that stuff so much again. And I wanted to sort of check in with you face to face, or this way, whatever you want to call it, instead of just the usual screenshot of due dates and content and do this and do that and all that kind of stuff. So really just to take a moment to, even though I teach these classes on a regular basis, it never ceases to amaze me as we get to this point in the term and you guys are kind of looking back at what we've done or what you've done. But I do the same. I kind of think back to all of the various units that we've done, the works that we've read, the interesting sort of personal connections people have made, the projects people have done. It's really amazing to me, even though I do it every semester, to look back and just think about the breadth of stuff that people have done. And in fact, it's what makes my job so great to me, is at this point to look back and just see the diversity of perspectives and the creativity that people have brought to the table and the choices that people have made and sometimes the risks that people have taken. And even the sense that, sometimes people don't say it this way, students don't say it this way, but I get the sense that what's happening is it's sort of like that aha moment, the light bulb moment where maybe you've learned something like a fact or whatever, it's sort of less important, but you've sort of discovered an idea or a way of thinking about something, or maybe a connection between two things, two ideas that you hadn't necessarily considered before. And that to me is really what's so great and what's so exciting and energizing to see. So this is a really, I know it's a stressful time, especially for students who have multiple classes, multiple projects, in some cases final exams coming up, which can be pretty stressful. But it's also, I think, at least for our purposes, a really good moment to kind of celebrate the work that you've done for this particular class, but also the work that we've done as a class. So again, the breadth of creative choices that people have made and the kind of silly things that people have done that are fun to look at, revisit. So I wanted to kind of wrap things up then by just taking a moment, or inviting you to take a moment to, even at this fairly stressful time of the semester, then as we wrap things up for our particular course, to really reflect on the work that you've done, the work that we've produced as a class. The idea that knowledge is a social construction, right? We build it together, not in a sort of preordained or pre-planned way. So we have the structure of our course and the units and the readings and all of that kind of stuff. So there's some framework there, but how people learn or what people learn and exactly when they learn it is always this kind of organic thing that happens, not just because of me and not just because of some stuff in Blackboard, but because of you guys and what you bring to the table. Again, it's one of the things I love most about my job. I think it's one of the things I love most about this particular academic field that I'm in. I don't know if it goes to the same extent in a lot of other fields. I hope it does, but I don't know if that's the case all the time. So anyway, just to take a moment and really, aside from all the other stress and the things that you have to do, the tasks that you have to complete, just to really take a moment and sort of celebrate and consider just the sheer diversity of things that you've done for the class, but also that we as a class have produced. It's a really pretty impressive kind of landscape that we've created over the past few months together. So I may check in maybe just by text or email to keep things kind of going for people on track. But this will be more or less my wrap-up video for the class, and again to thank you for a great experience. It's always fascinating from my end. It's always different, even if I assign the same texts or the same basic assignments that we do. It's always different. And to express my hope that you had a good experience, a fun, oh my god, dare we say, experience in the class, that you enjoyed your classmates and got to know them, that you felt a sense of community or connection with them. It wasn't just you and a computer and me off in the interweb somewhere exchanging emails or papers, essays. So yeah, so hopefully it was a good experience. I'd love to hear about it if it was. Hopefully there were no major technical challenges that got in the way. Hopefully the course was relatively easy to navigate, especially in the way that we've threaded together multiple tools or pieces that we're using from like Blackboard and Google and all that stuff. Maybe a little getting used to at the start, but hopefully that just sort of faded into the background and it became almost like second nature. So thanks for a great semester. We're not quite done yet, so don't take your eye off the ball just yet. Best of luck in other classes that you're finishing up with, in finals if you have like finals during the actual finals week that's coming up. Best of luck in summer if you're doing summer classes, and wherever your academic, professional, personal journey takes you from here on in. It would be great to see you in another class of mine. I always promote our English classes at COD, so if you have any questions or anything about those, by all means feel free to reach out and be in touch. So maybe I'll see some of you around COD. If you want to keep in touch virtually, that's cool too. So thanks for a great semester and a great class.